Trick shot time. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to change things up a little bit. In the past I've done videos with multiple trick shots instructing on how to do them, but they were taking 30-40 minutes, an hour, and I know a lot of you guys don't have time to watch videos that are that long, so today we're doing just one video, or just one trick shot. Relatively simple trick shot. It has a little bit of a complicated setup, but we're going to go over that for you today, and hopefully you'll enjoy the shorter video version of it. And my apologies for not having done one in the last few weeks, but been pretty busy for me, and I've been trying to focus a little bit more on my primary game and trying to develop some shortcomings that I have. Again, still trying to knock off a lot of the rust. But I'll be doing another video later in the week where I show me actually playing a regular game, and I'll probably do some commentary and talk through some of the shots that I decided to do and whatnot. But this week I'm going to teach you one trick shot and continue that theme along the way. And I'll also have another video because I got a new cue and I want to talk to you guys about it. It's an incredible cue. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it at first, but after doing a bunch of research and stuff, I decided on one particular cue, bought it, and I've been playing with it now for about 3 weeks, and I'm going to review it and let you know what I think about it. It's becoming more and more common. I know some of the people around here have, most have not heard of the name of the company that I got it from, but some have. And pretty much everybody that I've seen or that has done a video on it has had nothing but positive things to say about it. And that's why I decided to go ahead and try it out. But we'll get into that in the other video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the trick shot for this week. The trick shot for this week is going to be the just showing off shot. And I want to show that to you. I'm going to start this off with the setup, showing you what all I'm doing, and well, let's just get into it. Here we go. So here I've placed all the balls out on the table so that I can set it up, and as you can see by the diagram, we're going to set the one ball frozen to the rail on these bar boxes. I found that the best place to set that up is about an inch to an inch and a half from the side pocket frozen to the rail. You'll probably want to play with that on your own table because, again, table conditions can alter the way these shots come out. I'm going to pause that video real quick while I talk about this setup, just so you guys don't think the video is gone wrong. But anyway, so you set the 1 and the 2 up. The 1 is frozen to the rail about an inch, inch and a half from the side pocket. Set the 2 frozen to it, going straight across the table, as you can see in the diagram. And then for the 3 and the 4, you want to set it up in a similar fashion, only difference is you want the 3 and the 4 to be a little farther in table than the 1 and the 2. And there's a reason for that, and I'll go over that here in just a minute. And then once you get the 3 and the 4 set up going straight across to the table to the other side pocket, and frozen to each other on, like in this case in the video, I've got it set up on more to the right side of the pocket. But as you can see in the diagram, it can be right or left, just depending on which side of the table you come from. But you want it to be to the farthest side of the pocket away from the 2 and the 1. All right. Then you want to set the 5 ball up so that it's frozen to the 4 and pointed at the pocket's point on the at the corner pocket opposite where everything's happening. And the end result, should you set this up correctly, is a pretty fun and interesting shot. You make 6, and before I forget, you put the 8 ball in the corner pocket opposite side of the table from where your cue ball is. But it's an interesting outcome. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with this shot, as you can see from the diagram that I just changed for the execution. But when you shoot this shot, you're going to shoot the cue ball into the 2 ball to get about an 1/8 to a 1/4 ball hit with straight top English on it. On 8-foot and 9-foot tables, you're probably going to want to add a little bit of English, which is why the spin diagram shows you 1 o'clock. But on your bar boxes, you can actually get away with just doing straight top. On 8 and 9-foot tables, the reason you'll want to add a little bit of that right or left English on it, depending on how you set this up, is basically to give it some running English to help the cue ball get around the table, because you're traveling a much farther distance with that cue ball to make this shot work on an 8-foot and a 9-foot table. Unfortunately, I'm doing these on a bar box, so the distances aren't quite as long and the angles are a lot different. Pardon me, I don't know where these hiccups came from. Anyway, so I've been working on this for a couple of weeks, trying to figure out exactly what the right setup is and what the right way to hit this shot is on a bar box. And I found it, and I wanted to share it with you. I'm still working on the butterfly shot because I haven't quite figured out exactly my guess is my setup is a little bit off on that, but hopefully within the next week or two, I'll be able to figure out the precise setup on that to make it happen for you. And I'll bring that on and show you guys how to do that and give you the instructions on that. But anyway, so you hit straight top on the cue ball, hit the 2 ball with about an 1/8 to a 1/4 ball hit. And what happens is the 2 ball will slam into the 4 ball slightly to the left of the 4, which will then send the 3 into the side pocket, and the 2 will follow the 3 right into the side pocket. The 1 will then bank off into the opposite side pocket. Your 4 will go straight up table into the corner pocket, and then the 5 will go into the opposite side pocket. Now, while this is all going on, you'll know you're on the right track and have possibly pulled this shot off when you see the cue ball hit the rail, pass in front of the 5 ball, hit the short rail, and then pass behind the 4 ball, right? And as long as your angles are right, that cue ball will again bank off of the long rail and go toward the 8 ball in that opposite corner. So I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to play this, start this video again so that you can see how it actually pans out. Bada bing, bada boom. And there you have it, guys. That is the just showing off shot. So I will go ahead and replay this for you so you can watch that happen again. And you're making 6 balls in 1 shot. It takes a minute or 2 to get it set up, but once you get it set up and you successfully complete the shot, it's a real crowd pleaser, guys. You'll have some fun with that. You can make some money on it with some bets. It's just one of those things. It's trick shots. It's fun. It's fun learning the trick shots. And to be honest with you, I participated in a Scotch doubles tournament on Saturday, which is now 2 days ago. And we were hill in this one match. Sorry, I saw something on my monitor and wanted to clean it off. Didn't mean to shake the camera though. But we were hill in this match. We had already been put in the loser's bracket. My partner was having trouble getting warmed up and getting his game going. But that happens, it's one of those things. But we were hill in this match against a couple of pretty tough opponents. Both shoot really, really well. Both are really good shot makers. And they had, I think it was like 3 or 4 balls left on the table, and we'd gotten down to the 8 ball. But the 8 ball was tied up and being blocked by one of their object balls that was frozen to the rail, and the 8 ball was a little bit off the rail and a little bit off their object ball. But there was no way to be able to cut the shot into the corner pocket that they were closest to. There was no way to really bank the shot either, because anything you really tried to do with the 8 ball at that point, it was going to hit their object ball. And they ended up missing a shot and giving us, well, they made the shot and scratched, which gave us ball in hand. And it was my turn to do the shot. I believe in a previous episode, you guys saw me do the trick shot where the cue ball was frozen to the rail and the 8 ball was frozen to it along about the second diamond. And I showed you how to make it into both corner pockets at the end of the table. And I told you that if you shot the shot from the center of the table, that you can make it in either side pocket as well. Well, I did my best to set that shot up with that ball in hand. I couldn't get the cue ball completely behind the 8 because the 8 was just still too close to the rail. So I froze the cue ball to the 8 ball and froze the cue ball to the rail. Looked at the angle I needed in order to get the 8 ball to go into the side pocket, and it was there. And I could avoid hitting their object ball with the 8 ball and having it knocked off course. So I shot that shot. I shot the cue ball into the rail, sent the 8 ball straight into the center of the side pocket on the opposite side of the table, and the cue ball ended up carrying them off of their object ball, and we won that match on a hill off of a trick shot. So again, I say that just to reiterate that trick shots do help your regular game, right? I see them come up all the time. Most people don't even try to do the shots, when in many of the cases it would have helped them win, but they didn't do it because they don't know trick shots. And like I said in the original video, you look at some of the greats, like Mike Massey. He was a trick shot artist, but he also did 3 cushion. He also did 9 ball. He also did 10 ball. He also did 8 ball. He did straight pull. He did 1 pocket. You name it, Mike Massey played it, right? And look at the incredible things that Mike Massey did on the table. So yeah, trick shots will help your game. This tournament we were just in is evidence of that. You know, it helped my team win one of our matches. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this just showing off shot. Hope you guys will set it up, practice it, and pull it off. It's pretty simple trick shot. Most complicated part about it is just making sure you set it up correctly. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. And please like the video, subscribe if you would, and leave a comment down below. Let me know, if you like this video, if you like this format, keeping things small, keeping things to one trick shot at a time. And, let me know if you guys try any of these trick shots. Let me know if you've pulled them off. Give me some videos. Tag me in a video that you put up on YouTube or whatever. But like, subscribe, and hit that notification button, because going forward, I'm going to try to do at least 2 videos a month, maybe more. Just depends on how things are going and how many appointments that I have to keep, and whether or not I'm out in the woods camping out doing photography stuff or hunting or whatever. But yeah, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We'll see you next time.